Hey, welcome back. We are going to jump into a payday routine zero sum budget with me. Got a bigger paycheck that we're budgeting with this week, which we love. And we're going to be doing some more tinkering. I got another comment on something that I can try about my goals. So I'm excited to try that out. I am also just really into zero sum. There are a couple things I still need to get, but I pretty much completely moved away from YNAB. I need to actually go in and officially cancel my subscription because I did pay for a year and they will refund me a prorated amount of the unused subscription. So any money that I can have coming back is fantastic, especially because I'm going to sign up for Zerosum today. I saw a post from the developer saying that there are 2,000 users of Zerosum now, and he's offering a 5% discount on your first month with a coupon code. And since I mentioned in one of my first videos, the price did go up. It was $70 when I was first looking at it, and then it changed to 75. So that 5% will kind of cover that increase, which will be great. And maybe the money that I get back from YNAB will be enough to completely cover the subscription. So it'll be a net zero, which we absolutely love. If you're not aware, I'm Tina. I'm a dental hygienist. We're budgeting 2 days worth of work and then some backdated income for a total of $1,903.02. I'm going to make sure that I don't block most of the screen with my big ass head this time. So let's jump right in. So the first thing we're going to do, unlike normal, which would be go to the overspending, we're going to go ahead and subscribe to Zerosum. I mentioned there is a discount code. It's only available for the first 50 people. So I don't know if it's even available still. We are going to try. Let's see, where's the discount code? There it is. I'm not giving you any information that's not available. So there's the discount code. If you're not subscribed already, I recommend you do so. Did that work? It doesn't look like it worked. Maybe it's already been used, or maybe there's a space after it. There it is. Okay, I think it was because I had the space after it. So yeah, $71.25 a year, only $1.25 over what it was for the old price. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe, and then we will add this to the transaction register, and then we will schedule a transaction for next year. Oh, look at this, tax, $6.43. That's crazy. Okay, so $77.68 a year. Let's copy this because that's what we'll be budgeting for. And then we'll have to make sure that we include the tax for next year. I don't feel like there's tax on YNAB. Like I feel like it's just 109. I mean, whatever. Let's subscribe. All right, so we are subscribed. Next billing date is July 22nd, 2027. By the way, I put in a request for the developer to remove the email address from down here, and he did that, and I'm so happy because now I don't have to edit that. It's not the hugest deal because it's just like one spot, not nearly as hard as it was editing the first video where there's like sensitive stuff all over the place, but I'm happy that I don't have to edit that. That being said, let's go ahead and enter the transaction for what I just did. Let me close out these scheduled. Okay, so Zerosum, and then, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do YNAB, and then I'm just gonna, should I just change it? No, I think I'll do a new category. So we'll do Zerosum, we'll create it, we'll do it to, what was it, admin and annuals, and then we'll just say it was a 5% off plus tax. Outflow, $77.68. I'm honestly just gonna save, I guess I can figure out the tax. I don't want to. I know the tax, but I just don't want to. So we're just gonna, you know what I'm doing? I'm just gonna make it recurring and then do it every year on the 22nd, July, perfect, okay. All right, so then we're gonna save it. Now I'm gonna go to my budget and I'm going to add in a category in admin and annuals that is Zerosum. I wish I could use the Zerosum logo category with this name. Oh yeah, there it is. So I'm just gonna move it up. Oh, wait, what's the problem? What am I doing wrong? I'm in all, right? How do you move it up? Okay, we're learning together. Options. I swear there's always a siren when I film with the window open. It has been so quiet over here the past few days. Well, I say that while there was like some shootings like down the street, but on this street, where it's usually all type of ruckus going on, been so quiet. But that's not important. What's important is how do we move this up? Interesting. I don't know how to do it. Edit? Well, hold on. How about we do Zerosum? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Do Zerosum and then do edit? Huh. I'm wondering if I'm missing something because I'm not using my full screen so that I can have me on the side and not blocking. I'm wondering if I'm missing something. Actually, I feel like I've seen how to edit this. It's like, I think it is right here. Yeah, okay. Not very intuitive. I feel like in YNAB, you can just click and drag. In any case, we'll put that there. I'll put it above it. And then, like I said, I wish I could put a custom label, like a custom, I know you've seen me click Zerosum 12 times and then it goes to the side. I'm sorry. It's annoying me too. I wish I could click like, or make a custom photo instead of an emoji. Don't think I can. So let's just do, I guess I should just do the same one. What was like the stock market? Those are stocks, not stocks. Graph. Yeah, I think it was, which one was it? I think it was, we'll just do this. Bar chart? We'll do bar chart. Okay, and then I'll save. And then what I will do, oh, it was the same one as wind up. Oh my God, I clicked it again. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me do, why is it not intuitive? I want to click that to edit the name, which is not correct. I thought you could, can you like right click? Yeah, okay, that's what I probably need to do. Anyway, what was it? 7/2027, save. And then I want to basically take the money that's in here and then I want to move it to Zerosum. So how do you do that? Activity budgeted. Why does it say $0 is budgeted? Because didn't it say over here, have 250 available? So how do I have, oh, there it is. Okay, forgive me y'all. Okay, wait, need 1065. Oh, if I want to stay on track. So let's just do 250 from, no, to Zerosum. Move the money, and then I'm going to hide this one, and then I will request a refund, and then we will just put that refund to cover the overspending here. I think it will be enough to cover it, I think. Let's go to overspent and get this party on the road. Let's collapse this sidebar. That would have been really helpful to do earlier, but we're still at the beginning of the video, so don't count me out just yet. Overspent, open everything up. Wait a minute now. Oh, that's right. We never covered the medication. Being that I have more money to budget this paycheck, and I'll be budgeting 2 days of work next paycheck as well, even though for this paycheck, one of the days was a long ass day. It was literally over 9 hours on the clock, not 9 hours before a break, 9 hours after lunch, over 9 hours. So it was a long ass day. And tomorrow I'm working a pretty short day. I think it's 6:45 to 2:15. So paycheck will be smaller, but I might be able to get away with not going into my emergency fund. Like I swear, I've been threatening to like raid that emergency fund for so long, and I just haven't, which is good. I'm happy about that. But let's hold off on the medication. Let's hold off on the adjustable dumbbells. Let's hold off on Zerosum. I guess I spent more money on hair care. Yes, I did, because I ordered some stuff on eBay. I got my order. It wasn't what I ordered. They refunded me, but in the meantime, I bought what I needed from a different seller. So long story short, this is going to basically cancel itself out. Let's just look at the activity just to be sure. Okay, so yes, a pay in 4 came out. I guess those transactions, I'm confused because I know for a fact this was here last time I did the budget with me. So I don't know what's going on, okay? I don't know how, oh, we're only 21.26 overspent. I see. Okay, so I just hadn't budgeted for the buy 2, get 1 free, the first payment. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover that overspending right away. Can you just like, no, not auto budget. How do you budget 2039? No. Oh, probably this, overspending. There we go. And I could do them all at once. That's the way we did it last video, which was nice, but this is nice too. I didn't fund my Patreon. How am I overspent by $12.50? I thought it cost $11.99. Is there a new tax that I didn't know about? Let me go over to my bank account or all transactions, and then I'm gonna search Patreon. Are we more tax? What's going on? Yeah, it went, now it has tax? What the hell? Or 50 cents more? Did they just raise their prices? Maybe they raised their prices? Okay, this says $11 per month plus tax. So what the hell is going on? Why am I paying $12.50 for something that's supposed to cost $11? Because $11.99 was the price with the tax. How the hell am I paying 50 cents more? It says $11.99. So what's the truth? What's really going on? Why did I get charged $12.50? Oh, girl, this is for the fabric store. Child, I don't know why SR Harris, the fabric store, imported as Patreon. Yeah, I went to the fabric store and bought some more silk to make scrub caps. I made a scrub cap, I really like it. And it cost $12.50. Okay, that was so strange. Okay, so this was SR Harris. Don't know why it said Patreon. Don't know why, hold on. I've purchased from SR Harris before. Why is it not coming up? Let's see. SR Harris? Oh, S.R. That's too much. Actually, we're gonna stop doing the overspending and we're gonna go to the transactions that need review. because if you don't review them first, then you'll have more overspending afterward. But let me change this and just say SR Harris. Can I edit the payee? No. I'm just gonna say SR Harris. I don't want those dots. We're gonna needs category. I guess I went more than once. Okay, that's fine. But let's call it, should I call it work style? I mean, I really should, because it's for, or I guess I should call it PPE and extras, because it's for scrub caps. That's a PPE. That's, you know, protected. So we'll do that. We'll approve it. Then we'll go back to Patreon, and then we will make this say SR Harris, because for some reason, what? Okay, hold on, because I thought we just edited it. So why, oh my God, why isn't it coming up? Okay, so let's try again. Okay, what's happening. SR show all. SR, okay, it put the dots back in it. I saw it, S.R. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Can we do all these and then change the payee? I believe you can. So we're just want to do SR Harris, no dots, because it's too confusing. You know what? I probably didn't press create. One row skipped. Why is this not eligible? Because it was a split transaction. Not sure why it can't be eligible. Whatever. SR, SR, SR. Okay. Yeah, save it. I'm just changing the name. Okay, now hopefully when I go back to review, it will let me just say SR Harris. Perfect. This was whatever it was. I think it was, yeah, it was like, actually, I don't know what it was. It was fabric for work stuff. I haven't purchased any fabric or anything for non-work stuff. I don't have like, that's too involved. Like to cut a pattern for like a shirt or a bra or anything that I want to make is too involved. I can do a scrub cap because it's, you know, small, but I can't do anything more. I need an actual setup. And I'm like sewing at this point. I'm sewing standing up. I mean, which is fine. It's a scrub cap. It's small, you know. Anyway, approve. Let's stop talking. So this, I bought a manual for my sewing machine. The seller, I didn't intend on buying it. I just intended on asking the seller, hey, does this manual you're selling, is it for my machine? And they were like, I think so. And I messaged and I was like, well, I think so too. But even though this is a digital product, and I do understand digital products, the nature of them, once you sell them, there's no refunds because, you know, once you sell it to me, I have it. I was like, but since you're not sure if it's the right product, and neither am I, if it's the wrong product, can I buy it? Can I return it? And they were like, yeah, you can return it if you buy it. And in fact, here, I'm just gonna send you the whole manual for free and you can just look at it and see if it's right. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I can't like scumbag her now and like not pay for it. I mean, I could, but I'm not a scumbag. So I was like, okay, well, that is the right manual and I'll just go ahead and buy it. Even though you already sent it to me for free, I would just buy it because that's the right thing to do. So long story short, if you need a manual for your vintage sewing machine, I would definitely use the seller Sew It Matters. The customer service is second to none. So we will say, no, this is sewing. I think I'll call it the setup because this is the machine. So we will say my Montgomery Ward sewing machine manual. Do y'all remember Montgomery Ward? I think Montgomery Ward was before my time, but I do remember being alive when Mervyn's was a thing. Let me know in the comments if you remember Mervyn's, okay? Oh my God, Mervyn's. Did go to Capital One Cafe a couple times, which is not the greatest, but no big deal. My Excel bill did come out, Capital One Cafe. I did go to Crisp and Green. I went there twice recently because the first time I went, it was like so underwhelming. It was like not good. And like when I have a bad experience, I like always want to like go again to like redo it, you know, to get it right, which is probably effed in the head. Anyway, I'm gonna approve those just by pressing A. For Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken, I thought I just bought some hand lotion, but that wouldn't cost $2.73. Oh, I bought some hand lotion and then I bought some bobby pins. So we need to split this up. We need to do hair care. And then I'm just gonna put bobby pins just so I know. 125. And then we're gonna say, what did I say? Hand lotion. That's oops, I fucked up because I just didn't have lotion with me and I needed some lotion. So for this lotion, I have constantly, here it is right here. I am constantly buying this lotion as an oops, I fucked up. I first bought it in Vegas when I went. It's good lotion though. I'm kind of particular about my lotion. Like sometimes lotion doesn't feel like it actually like sinks into the skin. It feels like it just like smears on your skin, but pretty good lotion. So anyway, that's that on that. That's my story about hand lotion. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So then I'm going to just proportion it. I don't know, distribute it evenly, proportionally. What does that mean? Well, I think it's the same because I put 125 for each of them. So whatever. We will approve it. St. Paul parking. I went to that play, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was called The Butler Did It. It was maybe an original play. I don't know. But anyway, so I think I should call this, I'm going to call it parking, although there could be a case to be made that I should categorize this as like live entertainment, because the only reason I was parking was because I went to the play. But at this point, it literally doesn't matter to me. I'm going to put The Butler Did It Play Parking. There we go. So now it's in the comments at the very least, or the notes. AliExpress, as you can see, I got a tea infuser for 1 cent. Yes, I did. And I got a watch for 2 cents. Yes, I did. I put this under miscellaneous work stuff for reasons, like I said, that will become later this year. If you want to keep up to date on that, subscribe. And normally I hate it when YouTubers like tease stuff, but really it's not the time to talk about it now. And I promise I will talk about it. I'm not going to say, oh, I'll tell you, and then just not. I will. It'll be around Thanksgiving. So I need a watch though. 2 cents. Tea infuser. I bought those teas from the tea shop here. It wasn't Tea Source. It was the one in Burnsville, Indigo Tea Company, I think. And I really don't use them a lot because I don't have a great way to make the tea. I have basically like natural coffee filters, the kind that come flat, and I have to like staple them together so the tea doesn't come out. And it's just not a good thing. And then when I ended up buying the matcha that they use at the Capital One Cafe from Rishi, I bought 1 or maybe 2 packets of loose leaf tea in order to make like a free shipping, because I'm not paying for no damn shipping. And I have never made it because it's just like, I don't want to deal with it. So I got this nice infuser. So hopefully I'll be making more iced tea. I did also buy some more iced tea from Amazon to do another free shipping thing. And it was really good. And I would love to make another thing of it, but I just like, I don't want to deal with the coffee filter. So that's why I bought that. And this was the last. Let me approve these really quick. Let me put the Wendy's as fun money. Obviously it's Wendy's fun money. Can we just say A? No, we can't. You have to approve. So this is the last payment for that Rishi tea. It was $65. And I mean, I will say that I think it might be better than what I'm having now, which I think I did mention. So I'm going to move up. The one I bought now, I think it was $13. The Rishi was $65. Maybe I can find something around the $30 mark that is more to my taste, like better, because I don't feel like the $13 one is that great. Again, it's not like 4 to 5 times not as great. Like it's not worth buying the Rishi, but it's not as good. All that to say, this is the last payment. The Rishi green tea or matcha has been gone for weeks at this point. I'm probably halfway through, maybe even almost all the way through the other one that I bought, but that's just the way it goes. Rishi? Yeah, we'll put Rishi. All right, so that's the last of the green tea. I'm wondering why. I guess I must have forgot to put the scheduled transaction, because scheduled transactions don't carry over when you import your budget. And I guess I just forgot to put the last one in there. So anyway, I wish you could, fun money. I think that's fun money. I wish you could just press A once you were already here, but it's like wanting to, it won't let you. You have to like click approve, which normally wouldn't be a problem, but you know, just the screen size that I'm using right now. I guess I wish my screen was smaller. Oh, I guess I could probably, no. I mean, I could make it smaller, but I'm already wearing glasses, child. Okay, let's go back to the main page. We can open this up without fear of having to re-edit out my email address, which we love. Thank you so much, Pedro. I really appreciate that. You're making my life that much easier. Okay, overspent 13. Good God. Okay, good thing we did that before we finished overspending. Oh, you overspent by a penny, and then you overspent by 136 for the parking. You overspent by 612 for the stuff for the scrub cabs. You overspent by this for fun money. So this for support, I did not change the category. So I'm going to go back and just change that. I did buy some groceries. I think that this could be on the wrong day. So we'll check that. Hair care. I'm not going to cover that overspending. Hold on. First, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say cover overspending, because if I click on something else, it's going to unclick it, which we don't hate. I mean, which we don't love. We do hate. Then I'm going to go to support and I'm going to fix this category, because that is not, I thought I fixed that. I'm so confused. Hold on. SR hairs. I thought we did that $12.50. We didn't. We did everyone except that one. Love it. Okay, SR hairs. And then that was not support. That was PPE. Save. And then we're going to go back and then we're going to have more overspending, because which one is budget? The first one, the squares. We're going to have more overspending because I just did that. We will do, I wish there was a keyboard code or a shortcut for cover overspending. There might be. Let's see. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like keyboard shortcuts. You know what though? But I bet if you type in keyboard shortcut, it'll come up. What was I looking for? Cover overspending. Okay, doesn't look like there is one, which is fine. Okay, I will cover the overspending here. Yeah, I hate that this comes up. Like, I already said that I wanted to cover the overspending. What are we doing? Like, just cover it, you know? Just my opinion. Let's see, was this actually Walmart on the 16th? So yeah, 15th through the 21st. It's correct for the week. I'm thinking I might just start budgeting my groceries all in 1 month because like it really doesn't matter when I purchase the groceries. I've never also ever like budgeted money for groceries. If I want the groceries, I would just buy it. And if I don't, I just won't. And I'm not going to the grocery store and buying like Wagyu beef and like organic and like, I don't know, you know, steaks and like lobster. I just buy like normal food, you know, and that's just the way it is. So I don't know. I feel like this is annoying me in a little bit of a way. But anyway, cover overspending, hair care, overspent $1.37. Pattern Beauty, Dollar Tree, $1.37 for the bobby pins because I had covered it and then we came back to it, right? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. How'd that happen? Oh, because it's doing everything overspent. I see. Which I did have enough money to do because of the, you know, 1,700 here, but we want to try to not for the moment. $5.99 on fabric. I guess I had a little bit left over. All right, cover overspending. 5 are still overspent. Let's double check that we know what they are. Oh, Excel. I forgot to budget for that. Zerosum. I said we're gonna wait. Sewing setup, we're gonna cover that overspending because that was that manual, which, you know, I really could have not bought it, but I didn't feel like I could not buy it. Like she sent it to me for free. Like that's crazy. So now we just have these 3 that are a hefty penny, which would be what it's gonna tell. Now I'm happy that it's gonna tell me. Okay, $7.71, but like I said, we wanna see how far we can get to paying the rent. And yeah. Oh, I never did put the $250 in for my emergency fund. So we need to do $250 there because I have to send that over in order to keep the interest rate, which I mentioned a couple times. Okay, so I did start adding my like monthly, I guess I only added monthly. I didn't do the rest of them. That was what I went into YNAB for, I think, to figure out what was where. But since I didn't do that, I guess we're just gonna have to go all the way through it, which, no, wait, monthly. Yeah, just go to monthly. I guess I did monthly because I was like, you know, I need to pay this every month. That's the most important part. So get that in there and then worry about the rest later. But I will get those categories in here before I cancel YNAB. So federal taxes, oh, $300. Yep, you need that by the 28th. So auto budget, under budgeted. Yeah, I'll just fund it because it is due. And this is not something you can put on a credit card. Not that I would want to, like Jesus Christ, putting your taxes on a credit card, that sounds like bad. Rent, again, you need a lot. We're gonna save it. Medical insurance, you do need a lot. You are getting 1 more paycheck. So let me just do half. So I will do, okay, I've forgotten the, what is it? It's plus, and then you put the amount you want, 249.34, and you divide it by 2. Is that right? So it should put in about what? About 125. Yeah, 124. Okay, great. So then I'll put the rest of that half from my remaining check for this month. Insurance, I need $185.09 this month. Is that right? That is right. I guess I just saved all this money last month, which is what I should be doing. It's due on the 3rd, but it's just not like me. So I'm like so confused about, oh, look, you can close this. That'd be great. I'm just so confused about how that happened. I don't remember budgeting all the money for my car insurance last month, but I did. Okay, anyway. So we're gonna say 185.09 divided by 2. I don't know why I'm doing this instead of doing the rent, but I am. Internet by the 6th, and everything else will just wait until the next month. I wish we could see the dates here with the screen the way it is, but we can't. I guess I will need to make it smaller. Okay. Sorry if that is too small, but I need to kind of like see the dates in order to make this make sense. So anyway, the 6th, the 8th, the 11th, the 6th. I feel like this is not the 6th. I feel like it's like the 12th. No, it probably is the 6th. 6th? Why is it at the bottom? I'm so confused. Why is it? I'm literally so confused. I know I was a couple days late this month buying the meds, but why would it be down here between the 11th and the 18th if it's the 6th? I don't think this is the 6th. Let me go to June, the 10th. Let's go to May, the 14th. You know, I think the date changed because of like the amount of numbers. I mean, the amount of days in the month, but still it shouldn't be the 6th. I probably was editing one night and just was tired or something. So I'm gonna put it as the 10th, and then I'm just going to move it up one, which you have to go here, which is again, not ideal. Okay. I say you can't move it, but is that because I was in overspent? I know you did have to be like in the main one to change it in YNAB. No, it still doesn't go. Okay. Anyway, the point was, come on, unclick. The point was everything else is after I'll be getting paychecks for next month. So I'm not going to worry about anything more there. Gas fully spent. I have about a half a tank, although I'm driving pretty far to go to work tomorrow. We could probably add some for gas, but we'll just play it by ear. Household goods. This is the number that I figured that I was spending kind of on a monthly basis, $45 a month. But I've spent 1 penny this month, so pretty good. Although I could probably use like some toilet paper. I think we're getting low on dishwasher detergent, low-ish. We're gonna just leave everything the way it is. Fun money. You know what? Let me just put some fun money in there. I spent $255.92. Yikes. On what? Capital One Cafe, Crisp and Green, the Tea, Wendy's, Target, Crisp and Green, Costco hot dogs, ATM, Qdoba refund, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, the Taquera, Qdoba refund. That cannot be $254. That's crazy. That's crazy. How is that $250? How is all that $250? That's insane. Stop. $250. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna make it $300. So we're gonna say, how do we do it? Plus, can we just say 300 and then it will fix it? Yeah, okay. So we have $44 of fun money left for the month. And I'm gonna try my damnedest to stay under that. We only got about a week left in the month. So $44, not 45, $44 is my max. So we spent a bunch on groceries the second week. So that's it. So I think I'm just gonna put the $9.50. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? First, if you're still here, thanks for watching. This is a little chaotic, but I'm going to have to stop posting twice a week for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna drop down to once a week. That being said, I do unfortunately think that at this point, I am going to need to go to my travel fund, which has $1,243.65, which is a hell of a lot. And I need to start taking some of this money, even for my cruise that I was gonna go on in February to celebrate graduating dental hygiene school. I had originally planned that cruise as like a group cruise with everybody from the cohort, but of course everybody was like, oh yeah, I wanna go on a cruise, when I was talking to them about it in person. And then when it came time to actually book, they were like, oh, I don't wanna go on a cruise. I was like, whatever. Maybe one other person booked, I don't really know. They said they were going to, but then they never said anything else about it. And then another person said they were gonna book, and then they were like, oh yeah, I reached out to the travel agent, and then they never reached back out. And long story short, I don't think either of the trips are happening. The World Atlantic cruise or the Virgin Voyages cruise. For now, I'm just gonna take away the money for the flight, because there is a small chance that I could still go on the cruise. And if I do go on the cruise, I would rather have to only come back up with the money for the flight instead of the money for the cruise fare, even though theoretically I'm buying the flight within the next couple of weeks by the 1st of August. But I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, we're gonna budget. We're gonna take that money and put it to ready to budget. All of it. What is that? $265.55? Okay. All right, so we're gonna take all that money. So now we have $1215.85. Maybe honestly, if I go to, well, like I said, even if I go to rent and put half of the money there, so like $2,012.93 divided by 2, even if I do that, if I were to put my whole next paycheck to rent, I don't think I would have enough. But I do have quite a bit, and I still have $209.38 left. So I'm just gonna put the 209 there. And then I'm gonna briefly just go over all the categories just to make sure there's not a glaring error that I'm not seeing here. We do have that overspending, I do know, but besides that, federal taxes is covered. We got our $250 that we're gonna send over to the emergency fund, which I will do right after I film, along with canceling YNAB after I get my filtered views set up. We got half for your insurance. We got half for the medical insurance, car insurance. Oh yeah, I changed this to try to like use less space, but look, this one, you still can't see the date. And I'm already at 90% zoom. So I guess I need to edit it and just say insurance. Okay. And just know that that's medical because it has a little medical thing. Hold on. I feel like there's too many spaces here. Hold on. Yeah, see, there was an extra space. Okay, there we go. I was like, it looks a little too spicy. All that's fine. That should be just fine. Are we overspent here? No, it'll be red, right? Don't need any more water delivery. I've already paid my bill. I canceled the one for this month because I already have enough water. Good there. Don't need any more scrubs. I don't need anything else for PPE. Miscellaneous, I have $4.31 available. Now, how is that possible? because I thought I just covered overspending. So how do we have quote unquote extra money? Oh, because of that. I was able to spend $4.31 less on the new thing that I bought from eBay, but it was the same exact thing. So it was actually kind of a blessing in disguise that I got sent the wrong thing. And then also I do have 6 of the Pattern Beauty, it's like styling cream. So if I want to do my hair differently and need like a nice cream, that would be something I can use. So $4.31. I'm going to move that to rent. I don't need that there. I need money for rent. Okay. Fun money. We got $44. $44. Wait a minute. I feel like this hasn't come out yet, but it has come out yet. So let me I'm gonna take it from fun money. So we have $20. So 11, oh no, it's not $20. We're gonna move that to Patreon. Okay, so we have $30 to spend. I do know that I just spent money on groceries today, so I need to put some money here, but I'm not going to. I will. I'm actually gonna snooze this. Can you snooze it with Z? You cannot. Can you, hold on. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? Oh my God, what just freaking happened? What just happened? Removed, what? Oh, I think because I like put my cursor in there and pressed backspace. No, but what I'm trying to do is snooze. I wish there was a way, is there like, if you press shift question mark? Yes, okay. What is snooze? Is there no snooze? That's interesting. That's crazy. There's no snooze? Oh, but I think you can just do it like this, right? You can just go here and then you can snooze. Weird though that you can't do like a Z command. I think you could in YNAB, which was nice. I could never remember the command, but it was nice that you could do it. But what I was saying about groceries is I need like $15. So I'm gonna take, and I will say $15. Can you, I guess you would have to go to rent and then do $15 to groceries. I can't remember exactly what I spent, but it was about $15. This will be a way that I'm not just like a whole bunch in the hole when it comes through. There we go, we got our $15 because I did not put the transaction in. Unfortunately, I did put one transaction in when I was somewhere. I'm trying to get used to that, but it's still new to me. Nothing here I need to worry about. Accessories, why do I have $25 available for accessories? What's happening? I have honestly no idea. We'll just leave it there for now. How did I get $8.16 extra in maintenance? Like what's happening? I have no idea what's going on. Am I in the right month? Yes, okay. We'll just leave all that there because like whatever. I'll deal with it when it comes to closing out the month and doing a monthly review and figuring out what's what on what. Google One, we've achieved. Pretty soon here, I'm going to need to re-register my car, or maybe I won't, who knows. Sam's Club, I need $1.95, whatever. Again, this overspending is going to be covered by my YNAB refund. The vehicular was like for an oil change. It's kind of not being used. I spent all my money for my virtual mailbox, for Canva. Oh, System.io is coming out in a couple of days. So that's going to be some overspending that we have to deal with. I did buy my adjustable dumbbells. I keep buying stuff for my sewing setup, and I'm probably going to put ortho off for the foreseeable future, but whatever. All right, so that's kind of that on that. Drafting dreams is like a category that should be closed, and indulgence on deck. Like I told you, that's stuff that comes. Yeah, I know you used to be able to like, you could just click and drag. I wish we could click and drag like categories. Like if I wanted to take adjustable dumbbells out, I wish I could click and drag it, but I can't. So anyway, there we go. YNAB broke and we are done with this payday routine. Actually, no, we are not done with this payday routine. I had one comment that I wanted to test out and see how it worked. Okay, so this is the comment here. If you set your goal, snooze the category since you've already spent it, and then flip to next month, what does it show? I saw something about how when you set up your goals, it may be wonky if you've already spent that money. But I would try that. But when I reread this now, I don't think the problem is that I've already spent the money because I set the goal. It's because I don't budget right. I overspend and then I cover the overspending. So, but I'll try it anyway. I think we're gonna see is that when we set the goal and then toggle to the next month, I think it's gonna be perfectly fine. So let's just go to monthly to make it easier, and then go to bills and basics. And then, okay, set your goal, snooze the category since you already spent it. So, but I didn't already spend. I don't think I have any that I've already spent. Oh no, here's one. Okay, internet. All right, so but like, I think it's gonna be right. Let's flip to August 1st just to see what it looks like now the way it is. It's gonna say the exact same thing, right? It's gonna say internet on the 6th, you don't have anything, right? Okay, but when we go to here, like if we were to set the goal, I guess they mean set the goal to be monthly, $65, refill up to, budget. I don't even know what to pick. Budget another. Neither one of these are, let's do by date, I guess. Reach a balance by which one is this? What goal is this? Internet. So we'll say the 6 maybe. Okay, yeah. So it says I need 750. I don't know how that could be true because I have nothing available and I've only, I don't know, whatever. I'm sure this month is going to look fine. Yeah, it's going to say $65, but that's not really the problem. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding the comment, which totally fair. I could not be. So if you see that I'm not interpreting what you meant correctly, let me know in the comments and then I will try to do exactly what you said. But I'm pretty sure this is a me problem. It's because I don't budget correctly, and not even correctly. Like, I don't budget correctly. I do too much overspending, which is not how you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to budget. I'm not really, I'm not doing it right. So yeah, that's that on that. But I was going to say why not broke, but we're not. Did I say why not broke earlier? I think I might have. So we are zero sum broke. Doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Maybe I should say we're budget broke. I like that. I just came up with that. So yeah, we are budget broke and that's it. If you want to see me getting started with zero sum, see how this journey began, you can check out my playlist up here. See you there. Bye.